This video is already having a pretty chaotic start. I completely forgot my SD card downstairs. I had to run all the way back up here. Today is so chaotic. I probably shouldn't be having another one of these, but they are just so good. The cherry slush flavor, if you know, you know. In today's video, we are going to be going over my February TBR, but here is the kicker. I've done this video one time before and I really liked how it turned out, so we're gonna bring it back and we're gonna be choosing my TBR for February based on a prompt generator that I have pulled up on my phone. How it works is that you spin the wheel and then it reads you out a prompt, and then basically you have to interpret the prompt and then pick a book from your physical TBR to read in the month that you are doing this. So I'm doing it for February, so this is going to be my February TBR. I've done this once before back in May of 2023 and I really enjoyed doing that video and I thought it was super fun. So we're going to do it again. Disclaimer, I don't always stick to my TBR. I'm very much a mood reader, so do not get mad at me if I don't end up reading all of these books, but I think it's still fun to have a goal and some sort of structure for the month. Also, as we established in my last video, I have quite a few books on my physical TBR, and honestly I should probably go on a book buying ban. But obviously that's probably not going to happen, so we'll have to think about that. But I think this could be a good way for me to cross some books off of my physical TBR this year. Without further ado, cheers, and let's spin the wheel for the first prompt. By the way, I think I'm going to do 7 of these. I want to go kind of easy on myself because I have been in a major reading slump, so I'm going to do 7 prompts. Okay, so prompt number 1 is a book in a series. For this, I'm going to pick kind of 2 books because I'm halfway through one of them already. So the book I'm picking is A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm already halfway through that, but I also want to read A Court of Frost and Starlight. So I'm kind of going to group those together into one and do that for this prompt. A Court of Wings and Ruin and A Court of Frost and Starlight are in the ACOTAR series. It's the 3rd and 4th book. I can't really say much about them because it is like kind of getting into the series a little bit and I don't want to spoil anything. But if you guys have not read ACOTAR yet, just do it. Just eat the frog, read the books, they're so good. When I hadn't read ACOTAR yet, all my friends were just like, just do it. Like, you have to just jump into it. It's just so good. And I owe the last couple months of my life to Sarah J. Maas because I cannot stop thinking about A Court of Mist and Fury. I don't know if I'll ever be able to stop. Those are the 2 books that I'm gonna put for that prompt. I'm really excited. I really want to get those books done and checked off my list. I want to get further into the series because I really want to be able to read Throne of Glass and Crescent City, and I feel like I'm so behind in the like Massiverse and I just really want to get that over with. So please hold me to that. Hopefully I'll do that this month. Okay, this prompt is published after 2015, so this means it has to be some sort of like a recent release. For this, I'm going to pick The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston because I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book. I think I'm gonna need a romance to help kickstart my reading again after being in such a big slump. Also, my birthday and Valentine's Day are coming up, so February is very much giving like romance reading. Basically, this is about a girl whose aunt passes away, and then when she goes to like visit her apartment like months later, there's actually a man living in her apartment and she's not expecting that, and it's kind of like weird because he exists in the past 7 years before the present moment, and so it's kind of like a time traveling, I guess, ghost romance, you could say. Why can't I speak today? I literally cannot speak today. I think time traveling is like a really interesting concept to explore in books just because I feel like every author handles it really differently and you never know what's going to happen. So I am really excited to read this book, especially because everybody has been raving about it. Everybody recommends it. When everybody is raving about it, it usually either means that it's terrible or it's amazing. And in this case, I would venture to say that it's probably really good. I literally have not heard one bad thing about it. Okay, let's spin again. Okay, this one is an author's debut novel. This is gonna be a little bit tricky. I don't know. That's hard because I don't know for sure if it's debut or not. Okay, I've decided for this prompt that I'm going to pick Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I've already read this book last year, but I really want to do a reread of this book and continue on the series. I think I read this probably a little under a year ago, but I would love to like revisit the characters and see what I think now that I've been reading a little bit more than I was back then. And also I know that a new book in the series is coming out or just came out or something. And so I am kind of hoping to continue on this series if I enjoy it. Obviously not gonna force myself if I'm not enjoying it. And also I just love the drama. I love the tea. And this book has a lot of drama. If you love drama, this is for you. Okay, we are on to our fourth prompt. Oh, interesting. This one is, has a movie or TV adaptation. This is gonna be really annoying because I put this on my TBR last month and I just did not do it. I was in a major reading slump and I didn't get to this book last month, and so I'm going to put it on my TBR again. I really hope that I get to it because I still have not seen the movie and I've been keeping my boyfriend from seeing it too. And I feel kind of bad about that. Honestly, I'm like, just go watch it, but I think he wants to watch it together. So The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I'm putting this on my TBR. Hopefully I can get to it. I really want to read this and just get it over with, honestly. It's not even that I'm like super excited to read this. It's just kind of like it's a task on my list and I want to get it over with. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about the book, but I've heard the movie is pretty good, so I just want to be done with this series, put it to rest, and move on with my life. Okay, next prompt. I'm spinning the wheel. I don't really know what that means. We're gonna spin it again. This prompt is one word title. This might be a little bit challenging. One word title. Okay, I think for this one I'm gonna do Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I feel like this is the quintessential hockey romance, and it's gonna be February. It's gonna be winter, it's gonna be cold, and also Valentine's Day. So I think this is very fitting for the month. And also I've heard really good things about this. A lot of people really love this book and Wildfire, which is by the same author. I do kind of want to see if I like this author's writing style because a lot of people rave about her. And also I really like hockey. I should actually watch it more. I used to have an ESPN Plus subscription, but then I canceled it because I was like never using it. But honestly, maybe I need to reconsider because I actually think hockey is like one of the most entertaining sports to watch. And I actually used to figure skate. Believe it or not, I used to figure skate when I was younger for like a long time. Okay, I don't even know how many we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 more. A genre you don't usually read. I think I got this prompt last time, but let me think. I don't really read thrillers, so I feel like we have to pick a thriller. And I also picked a thriller last time. Okay, I think for this one I'm gonna go with A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. I honestly haven't really heard much about this, but I know that it's about a bunch of teenage girls that went missing in a small town. It kind of sounds similar to like a true crime case, and I freaking love true crime. One thing about me, I am a true crime fan. I listen to Crime Junkie all the time. I follow a bunch of YouTubers who like do true crime. So I think I would really enjoy this book, honestly. And it's kind of been on my radar. I do want to get into reading thrillers a little bit more because I read only like 1 last year and I want to expand my genres that I'm reading. So I'm happy about this. I'm very pleased with this prompt. Also, I am just obsessed with this cover. I think it is so pretty. Okay guys, we are getting to the final prompt. Ooh, this one is interesting. The prompt is written by 2 authors. Okay, so for this, I think I'm gonna pick This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El Motar and Max Gladstone. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea what this is about, but it's pretty short. And I have heard so many amazing things about this book. Like, people are saying that it has like changed the way that they think. And I love books like that. I love books that make me feel very like introspective and existential and really get me thinking, and I feel like this is gonna be one of those books. So I'm like kind of anticipating this being a 5-star book, honestly. I don't know, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. But I've heard really great things about this, so I feel pretty confident about adding this to my February TBR. I'm gonna do one more just because I want to have one that like, it's okay if I don't get to it, but I kind of want like one that I could switch out if, let's say, I get into one of these books and I'm not really feeling the vibe. So I'm gonna pick like one that's kind of like a wild card. Let's spin the wheel for the last time. The real last time. This prompt is a place in the title. This is a tricky one because does it have to be a real place? Can it be a fictional place? I don't know. I think for this one, I'm gonna choose The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. And I am picking this because technically a house in the Cerulean Sea is a place. It might not be a real place, but it is a place. So we're going with this one for this prompt. I don't really know anything about this, what this is. All I know is that it's kind of about like a man who goes to this island and there's some kids there that are at an orphanage and they have like magical powers and they're seen as like dangerous. And that's pretty much all I know about this book. but I've heard amazing things about it. It's very popular and I have been meaning to read it for a long time. So I am gonna put this as my wild card book. Just like if I get to it, I'll read it, but if not, it's not the end of the world. I think I'm gonna start doing that where I have like a wild card on my TBR every month. We'll put this on the TBR list. Okay, just to go over what we have decided. Books are A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, The 7-Year Slip, Magnolia Parks, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Icebreaker, A Flicker in the Dark, This Is How You Lose the Time War, and The House in the Cerulean Sea. Hopefully I'll get to all these books. This is kind of an ambitious TBR for me, but I do want to read more this year, especially since I'm no longer in school. And even though I do work a full-time job, I have, I guess you could say, more free time at the end of the day. So I do want to prioritize reading. Cleo wanted to come say hi to you guys. Hello. Hello. You are so cute. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more book content and vlogs. I have new vlogs coming out pretty much every week. Look forward to that. I hope you guys like my new camera setup. I just got a new camera. It is pretty nice and snazzy, so hopefully the quality is better in this. The only thing that I'm still missing is a microphone, so I might get one of those. But let me know how the audio quality is on this for you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video very soon. You gotta wave goodbye, Cleo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.